So you can hear this. You do something and I'll follow you and then you follow me.
Yeah.
Yeah!
What is it? 6 a.m.?
It is now 7:15 a.m. And what's the time over there for you?
It is 5:15 p.m.
Whoa! Okay. All right. We're ready.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Let's start. Welcome to Health Formers Age of the Plant podcast.
Yes.
We have here today our very special guest and part of our Fiji family, Avi Ohana.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great here in New York, surviving with the rest of us. Yeah, but it's not bad.
That's great. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. So, you know how we roll it? For me to introduce you today, you can pick a tone of voice that you'd like me to introduce you in.
All right. I want to be the winner.
You want to be the winner.
Yes.
Okay.
A winner voice.
A winner voice. Can you give me an example of what's in winner's voice, please?
Oh, yeah. Do I read mine now?
No. You just give me an example and I'll read your intro. Yeah.
Like Avi Ohana.
Oh, okay. Got you. All right. Okay. The child of a son of two bakers who won the battle against the fat during the military is now exercising 4 times a week and stays away from poison food. Welcome, Avi! How's that for a winner's voice?
It was good. It was funny.
Okay, thank you for that. Now I need a sip of water. All right, so are you ready for our flywheel questions and let it pick for today?
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's go. Bing. Oh, wow. What triggered you to be health conscious and why?
Wow.
Yeah, it's going deep already.
It's funny because I was told when I was told that, meat is good and chicken and steak is something that we should have. And this gives us energy, like 20 years ago, right? And I think the first time I was introduced to the idea of other more healthy foods is actually here in the US, probably from the same person we met through, Tony Robbins. First event, we asked to try 2 weeks without meat, without sugar, without any carbs, and that were when I was first. I think that was when I was first introduced to the idea of healthier food, and I felt great after the 2 weeks. So ever since then I quit coffee, I quit sugar. To a certain level, right? Once in a while I would have some, but that really what introduced me to the idea of living healthier.
And how long ago was that since you started?
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's go to the second question.
Okay.
Yep. And what habits are you proudest of breaking through since then?
What bad habits?
Yeah, bad habits that you've overcame.
So I haven't completely broke through these habits, but I can say that I reduced significantly. Right? I used to food was I mean sugars and bad food was a result of like pressure or frustration and things like that. And I think I've reduced it dramatically, and that was one of the breakthroughs.
Sugar.
Yeah, sugar. Yeah, something sweet when I'm frustrated or angry or yeah.
Tell me a bit more about what would you use to eat when you had the sugar cravings or when you said you were frustrated?
I would I'm in the city all day outside, and so it's very easy for me to swing by, a grocery, pick whatever ice cream or a snack or something just to satisfy my craving. So I used to do it a lot more, and now I exchange that with like a tea with no sugar or something that would, I guess it's more of the interaction than that I need now.
Yeah.
Than the sugar that I used to do. So let's say I had a tough conversation with a client and I'm like, oh my God, I just need a break. But this break used to be a sugar break, and now it's more of like a tea break.
Oh, okay. So you don't even have a sugar replacement. You just change it with like tea and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just a different kind of break.
Okay. But when you do want something sweet, what do you do?
So I'll give you an example. Like right now, my apartment is full of oranges, banana, strawberry, apples. And so the secret for me, for my food habits, my eating habits, is not to buy them to my apartment. So what I do buy, the sweet stuff that I do buy, is more, plant-based, which is fruits and other stuff that are sweet, but it's not like the chocolate or ice cream.
Yeah, that's a smart one, right? Just don't have it in your home.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
when I have it, I eat it.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. Yeah. And then when you go outside, just don't buy it.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I think one Zag day a week is fine. Like,
it's fine.
I love ice cream, right? So once a week is my my Zag day.
And what's your favorite flavor?
I love the Ben & Jerry. I love the cookie and cream. I love
that's so
the
sweet.
vanilla cookie dough. It is.
Yeah.
It is a good treat.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to the don't have it in your apartment thing. So when I started my 4 weeks 100% plant-based diet challenge last month, you know how many bags of junk food, poisonous food I had to clean out?
Yeah.
I had to clean out probably like 45 bags, shopping bags of it. And half of it was already expired. But yeah, because it's just in your pantry, it's in the freezer, it's in the fridge, and it's in there so long, you don't even check it, and then it's already expired. So I went through that cleanup, and for me, it was not only just a physical throughout, it was also mentally in my head, I was going through that. I'm going to do this. It was sort of like a ritual I went through to clean it out. Yeah. And that was really helpful.
And I think that's super important if you are into a lot of junk like I was. I think this phase of cleaning your apartment from all the shit that you grabbed during this last 6 months or whatever you used to eat before, that's super important. Not only it will prevent you from grabbing those because you have the temptation there. But as you said, it's also mentally. You're like, okay, I just throw probably $100 or $200 worth of stuff, but I'm not going to buy them anymore because I just throw them. There's no reason for me to do that. So it's like you remove the temptation, but you also mentally prepare to, that's it. It's gone. It's not going to go back anymore. And I like it. I mean, I think we did the same thing.
Yeah. It sounds so simple, but it really works. So try it. Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
Oh, right. What's your advice to those listeners out there sitting on the fence? If they're not sure if they should, be more healthy or eat more plant-based food, they're on the fence. Like, what's your advice to them?
I think you need to ask yourself, how do I feel? Is it the ultimate feeling, the way I feel right now with whatever it is that I eat? And if the question is, I am not tired, I wake up early without, turn off the alarm 10 times, and I exercise and I feel healthy, I feel good, right? Great. Maybe you're fine. But if you feel even a little bit that after 4 slices of pizza, you feel like shit and you have no energy to nobody and you have ups and downs, just give it a shot, right? I mean, take a day, 2 or 3, a week, something. Just give it a shot. Just decide that you give it a shot. And again, I think it all starts with how do you feel personally. And again, it's hard for me to believe that someone that eats only, pizza, burgers, and stuff that are not healthy feels great all day long. It was hard. I didn't feel great, and I know the difference. So if you do feel that you need to make the change, just take the first step, and make sure you keep taking the first step. Meaning, if you tried 2 or 3 days to eat healthy, and then you crave for pizza and you ate a pizza, it's okay, it's fine, but don't let it impact you in a way that's like, oh, okay, I ruined my diet. Go back again to vegetables and fruits, and try to make it a habit, right? Of eating healthier stuff. Because once you make it a habit, it's easier for you to do it more often.
Yeah, that's such a simple advice, but it definitely works. And I really like your point about, like, if you do it for a few days and you have a craving, give into it and just go back to it. And it's exactly what I'm like trying to promote here as well. It's like zigzag your way to health, because we're only humans, right? You don't have to go like, I have to do it, and then if I fail, then that's it, and you give up and you start eating junk again for the rest of your life. It's like you try it, and then you could even set yourself like a 10-day challenge like we did, or 2-week challenge or 4-week challenge, like whatever, how many days of challenge you want to give it a go at. And that's actually letting your body to detox yourself, and then letting your body really feel what you just mentioned, right? Really ask your body how it feels. Because what you mentally think feels good when you have the pizza, your body never feels good afterwards. That's a guarantee.
No, but at the same time, I think if you never let yourself grab that thing that you want or have a drink with a friend, it also makes it harder for you mentally. So make sure when you do that, it doesn't take you down, because that's not the purpose, right? You should have both, obviously with much more healthier stuff, but
it's that making sure that you don't beat yourself up when you do end up having a drink with your friends, because you do need that emotional support, that connection as well. And but when you do it, make sure you drink a lot of water to replace it. You drink more, you have more plans afterwards to compensate for that. That's really important. Yeah, and it's because we're all humans. You need that balance. And then another trick I found out, because I also, zag a bit sometimes. I'm very open about zagging. I find that it actually helps reprogram your memory. Like after I went through that, the 100% 4 weeks challenge, what I thought used to taste really good, like my favorite karaage chicken or grilled fish, or even I had donuts like last week, it doesn't taste the same anymore. And then it's now reprogrammed my memory. So now I hesitate eating it the second time because I know how shit or how artificial it tastes and how much chemicals in it. And I just don't like it anymore. And it actually helps, like this zigzagging your way.
The same thing happened to me with any fried foods. Like I just can't eat fried now.
No? Why not?
I don't know. It feels so it feels weird. It's just like I really don't know. There's other stuff that are not healthy that I still eat and I even enjoy on the weekend on Sundays, but not fried. I just can't have fried anymore.
Oh wow. Okay, maybe I should try that and see. I haven't had fries for a long time.
I mean, I would eat egg and it's a little bit fried, but I can't eat like a fried chicken like I used to, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to KFC now and have a bucket. Like it will disgust me. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Next question.
Give me a good one.
You asked for it. You got a good one.
Okay.
What would you tell the 6-year-old you to eat?
The 6 years old of me.
Yeah. So going back to the little 6-year-old Avi.
Just replace I'll tell you the 6 years old Avi, his parents were bakers. So my morning was like 2 croissants with chocolate, and that was my breakfast every day. And I looked like a little croissant.
I want to see a photo of that.
I actually do have one. I can send you probably.
Okay.
I was really fat. I was chubby. But really, I would tell him, just try to take some oranges with you. Oranges are sweet and they're great and delicious, and banana, or even make a shake of it. Ask your parents to make you a shake of a smoothie in the morning. Just try to replace it one morning. See how you feel. That's what I will tell him.
So you would tell the 6-year-old Abby to go, "Hey, mommy, can I have some fruit shake?"
Exactly. Can I have a smoothie?
Can I have a smoothie? Wow. Okay. That's a really simple start, hey?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Would you tell your 6-year-old Abby to like eat any junk food or not, or eat meat or not? Like,
I mean, it's hard, right? The kids are different than us. But I would.
The 6-year-old you. Just think of what will you tell the 6-year-old version of you, knowing what you know now.
That is gonna be much faster, stronger. I guess it's hard with kids. I would need to think about that.
Yeah. What do I tell myself?
Because you want to sell them, right? You want to sell them on why they need to do that. Because all the kids eat chocolate, all the kids eat unhealthy stuff. So you need to sell them what would fruits give them, or what vegetables will give them.
Yeah.
So I guess you need to tell them that when everybody have the flu in the class or in school, they're gonna have such a strong immune system, and they're not gonna get it. So they could save themselves. The pain.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Like, because a lot of people struggle with like kids. It's hard to get them to eat it, but when you tell them the consequences of eating and not eating it, and maybe just even letting them go through that cycle, and then they will start to understand what's a benefit. But it's really letting them decide in the end of the day. You can't like micromanage everything. Yeah.
Right. But it's definitely a good question. You know, it's a question that I need to think of a little more, because soon I'm going to have kids, and I want to know what should I tell them? What should I tell my 4 years old kid?
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Let's go for the next one.
Yeah, let's go.
What are the changes you have noticed in your body?
Oh, I mean, first of all, my waist.
Your weight? Okay. How much weight did you lose?
I lost 23 pounds. It's like 11 or 12 kilograms at the past, I would say, year and a half.
Wow.
And I used to, so I don't know if you know, I'll stand up because it's important. I don't know if you know, fat people always do like that, because the shirt is too tight and the fat is like coming out, and so they always do like that. But I no longer have to do it, so that's kind of feel good when you lose that amount of weight.
Oh, because like it's too tight around and you have to.
It's too tight around the waist, because the waist bigger than the shirt.
Oh, I never knew that. So why do you?
You never knew, because maybe you didn't get that fat. But as a fat kid, I can tell you, you always do like that. Because it's uncomfortable. And and so I no longer do that.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's a personal one, I guess, because I never knew it. Yeah. And what other changes have you noticed in your body apart from that? Like how does your body feel? Do you feel more energy and things like that? Like a lot of people talk about that.
Yeah, so I think when you eat junky, you have that time when you have no energy, that period of time during the day that you have no energy. It's usually after lunch. I used to have this big lunch with a lot of carbs and meat, and you feel tired after that. And so for me, I no longer have this feeling, because my lunch is now 50% or 60% vegetables, and then a much smaller amount of carbs and meat than it used to be, and sometimes even no meat or no carbs at all, just vegetables, just a salad for lunch, you know. And so it just feels lighter. You're not sinking into this feeling of heaviness and tiredness, and
so it's just getting that no matter where you are on the plant-based journey, making sure there's a certain ratio of like 50, 70%, 80%, 90% that are plants that'll make a difference.
Yeah.
And then getting that water down and stuff like that. Yeah. Thank you. Next question.
Yep.
Okay. And what is your food life like now?
What is my food life? So morning, I get up, I eat organic granola bar. Then I start my exercise. I would have a shake, like a plant-based shake after exercise. Then my snacks now became like banana, apples, dates a little bit. Like now I don't have any more dates. All kind of fruits. So these are my snacks. And then lunchtimes are regular stuff. Some vegetables, sometimes potatoes, sometimes soup. I love soup, and I think it's healthy as well. That's during the week. I don't do I don't do dairy that much anymore. And I still eat bread, but I try as little as possible. And during the weekend, like Sunday, I, let myself eat whatever I want.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
And I sometimes I can go, all in, and I would feel really bad, which actually helps me to go back to a normal diet during the week,
That's the question I was going to ask you. How do you feel after Sundays?
Yeah. No, you feel like shit. There's no doubt. Like today, I ate pasta, and I had a cheesecake in the morning, and I can't
cheesecake in the morning.
Yes. I had a cheesecake in the morning, and then I had pasta for lunch, and now I feel already like this is disgusting. I need a lot of water, and I need probably a salad for dinner.
So why do you let yourself do that then? If you always feel shit afterwards?
I guess it's just to break. It's sort of a different, for me, differentiate the weekdays and the weekend. Like it's supposed to be, you're right, it's a good point, because it's like, oh, okay, during the week I'm strict with my diet, or pretty strict, and then let's celebrate, it's a weekend. But then it doesn't feel well. I don't know, it's a good question. I guess it's another habit that I need to question myself about.
Maybe it's that variety you need. Because
probably
we all have the 6 needs, and one of it is the variety and the uncertainty. So perhaps, because I know that since I went on this plant-based journey and I did this 100%, what I really, really craved was the variety. Like you said, you've been so good and you just want something different. But I didn't feel like eating junk, because I knew that'll make me feel like shit. So what I ended up doing is I'll go outside to the restaurants and eat, the vegan restaurants, and that you can find a lot of variety. And that for me is a Zag day now. I'll just eat from a restaurant that's something vegan, because they'll cook it with restaurants. They'll cook it to make it tastier. So which means they probably add a lot more oils. They'll fry the food or whatever. I'll give it different texture. And then that addresses my variety craving. So rather than going all to pizza or all those, or having meat and stuff like that, which my body can't really handle now, I just go to vegan restaurants and look for that variety, and that's a Zag for me. So I'm not cooking it, I'm just eating outside, so I still have that balance. And there's a lot of vegan restaurants now, varieties. Well, in Sydney, sure. There's a lot of options. Yeah, so maybe you can try that and see, and let me know.
I will.
Yeah,
I will. I love trying stuff, so I will.
Okay, let me know. Next question.
Yep.
Okay, pick the same one. So it does that sometimes. So. All right. So what triggered you to go plant-based diet specifically? Not just going healthy, but going plant-based.
I think it's the same. So the time which I tried it, I told you the first time I tried it was.
Can you repeat? You lagged.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
The first time I tried it was, like I said, after Tony Robbins, right? And so the reason I think I went plant-based only was that sense of community, of being part of a group. Like we all gonna try it. We all gonna try it together once. That helped me, sorry, to go to the extreme side of it.
Oh wow. And then what made you, okay, and then what made you continue it?
It's just the feeling that this is the right thing.
Okay. And what percentage of the plant-based are you on now? 50%, 60%, 70%, 90, 100?
I'd say good 80%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Good 80%. That's 70 to 80%. Yeah, because if you think about it, in the morning I don't eat any. It's only the shake that it's vegan. Shake, and then lunch is mostly vegetables and a little bit of meat, and then dinner is mostly salad. So yeah.
Wow. And what was your ratio of plants before this?
Oh, when I was young, there was very little salad at all or fruit at all. Like lunch was a pile of like rice and fried chicken and all kind of cooked, dishes that my mom made, but it was like a big plate of not healthy stuff.
Yeah. I can definitely relate to that. I was actually, keep going.
15 years ago, 20 years ago, it was different. We weren't as aware as we are today.
Yeah, you only know what you know. I was going through my photos last night because I'm preparing in the middle of writing my ebook. And so I was going through my food photos. Because as a foodie, you take photos of the food before you eat.
Yeah.
And I was going through it and I was like, oh my God, the food is just like, there's so much meat, so many sweets, and so many alcohol. And I was just looking through it and I was like, wow. And then I was going through my profile photos and how I end up getting fatter and fatter and fatter with all the photos. So there was a pattern there. And I was just like, oh my God, yeah. So I'll show it when I release my ebook, but I was going through it last night and I was just like, yeah, I couldn't believe it because I was looking through it for the first time for a very long time last night. And I was just like, yeah. So maybe you can do that and see. Yeah. Like go through your photos and see like what patterns you can find in the food you eat and then what your body looks like as well. Yeah.
All right.
You can tell the difference. And then since you went on the plant-based journey, you can see like, okay, what's the photos of the food you've been taking since then and how has your body changed since?
There's definitely a direct impact between the two, for sure.
Yeah. Like people say success leaves clues. Food also leaves clues. So look into your photos.
Big clues, yeah.
Yeah. That's just something I discovered last night. Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Give me 3 words to describe yourself. What are they?
Positive.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who has faith.
Mm-hmm.
And I love people.
You love people. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So positive, faith, and people.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to add another twist to the question. What's 3 words your friends would use to describe you?
Huh. Wow. I don't know. They'll probably say I don't know. It's really hard.
You don't know?
I don't.
The positive one is definitely there for sure.
What is it?
Yeah, positive. You always emit a very positive energy.
Like, I guess.
Around people.
Yeah, positive. Yeah, positive energy. It's one of them. It's what I feel.
Yeah. For sure.
But it's a good question. I need to ask them, I guess.
Okay, keep thinking and then you can come back to me.
Okay.
All right, next question.
Well, you tell me.
I think definitely positive for sure. And then you're a friend that I can trust for sure. That I know that when I need help, you're there. And when we're having fun, it's also really fun. We had really good time in Fiji.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then a positive influencer as well. Like we can learn from each other. Yeah, and it's great that we're on this health journey, this plant-based journey together, so we can motivate and share this with each other. Yeah.
Great. I'll take it for next time.
Okay. Next question. What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish. Burger. Like a good big burger. It's probably my favorite dish.
Yeah.
You mean like a not healthy dish or the healthy dish?
Both. Give me both. A healthy
the
and
not
unhealthy
healthy unhealthy is burger, which I didn't have for a long time. And the healthy one is sweet green. I don't know if you guys have it, but it's like a chain of fast food salads, like healthy fast foods. And so they make really good salads, and my favorite is the Harvest salad. It has sweet potato and all kind of greens and feta, which is not as healthy, but it's still a relatively healthy dish. So this is my favorite. I love this.
Okay. Wow. For the burger, I have a solution for you to make it healthy. So there's a lot of these plant-based meats that are available out there now.
Beyond Meat,
like Beyond Meat is one of it, but there's also all these other brands that if I was just in our grocery store, our local supermarket the other day, and I just discovered that there's this whole, in the meat section, there's actually a whole plant-based meat section in the meat section. So you can't even tell it's not meat, but you have to read the labels to know that it's actually plant-based meat, like made from some sort of soy and other stuff. And there's so many types of burger, like plant-based burger patties there. So you can actually use that to replace it. And I've actually tried, and some of the burger restaurants around here also started to use like the Beyond Burger patties in their burgers and made it vegan. And oh my God, it actually tastes pretty good. I've had it twice since. Yeah, it tastes like a real burger. Like you can't tell the difference. And the texture is the same as any beef burger patty that you normally have. So you can try that next time. Either make it yourself or find a restaurant that uses it.
I actually tried. My friend, my friend came over and he brought some of these Beyond Meat burgers, and you're right, they are really, really, really good. I actually don't think since then I had a burger. It was like a month ago. That was the veggie burger. And probably the next time I'm gonna have a burger will be that kind of burger.
Yeah, and that's a classic example of me saying that when I wanted the variety and I feel like zagging, I'll zag a vegan burger because it's not the healthiest of, when you're on the plant-based thing. But when you really want a variety, have a burger that is also plant-based. Then you're sort of zagging, but it's not totally that bad.
Right.
And you don't feel all that shit afterwards. You actually feel okay afterwards. Yeah. And probably the only advice I would give if you're going to try out those plant-based meats is look at the ingredients, read the labels and the ingredients. And what I do is if I don't understand what's written in the ingredients because there's just too many chemical terms, then I don't buy it because I don't know what they've put in there. But if I can understand the ingredient label, that, okay, it's made of this plant, or it's just like, vinegar and things like that put in it, then I know I can trust it and give it a go. So that's how I would judge, like, is this plant-based meat too artificial with too many chemicals, or it's actually still quite natural? Yeah.
Yeah, so and I find myself and I find myself many times read the ingredients and don't understand. And you're right, and it's hard. You probably need to go also to those healthy stores, like Whole Foods, and even in Trader Joe. Sometimes you see stuff and it's not completely what you're looking for. So I think it's a great tip.
Yeah. Like a general, because there's so many like vegan junk food out there. And like I also discovered last week, because I had these cravings, I really want some choc chip cookie. And I was like, okay, I'm going to check out the vegan choc chip cookies to see if they're actually healthy, because I was too lazy to make it. And then I read the label. So the label was like vegan choc chip cookie, sugar-free was what was on the label of the package. And then I turned it around, look at the ingredients. It had corn syrup in there. It's not sugar, but it's corn syrup. So it's just little tricks like that. And I just went, that's full of shit, man. I'm not going to buy that. And I went through the entire rack of all the cookies I had on the shelf, and it all had some sort of sugar replacement in there, which wasn't natural, which was like artificial sugar replacement. It wasn't the healthy type of, like, they used dates or they used honey or they used agave, those type of like sweet replacers that are more plant-based. It was still like refined sugar. And so I just didn't buy it. So beware of that. Yeah.
And I think just so you don't get tired of it and give up, go from the very beginning, go to the healthy store. Because if you keep looking throughout all the shelves like you did, right, at some point you're going to give into it, and just say, whatever, fuck it, I'm just gonna grab it. So if you go from the very beginning to a healthy store and okay, I'm conscious about that, I know I want this stuff and I can find them in this store, make it easier for you.
That's definitely a very good tip. Find a healthy store. And because I don't have a healthy store locally here that sells cookies, and we can't travel too much because of the restrictions right now. So I ended up baking for the very first time on the weekend. And I have made these hazelnut cookies because I had these cravings for like hazelnut chocolate stuff. So I made these hazelnut cookies with no sugar, no animal products, no flour, no butter or anything. So what I use is, if I remember correctly, the ingredients were something like raw hazelnuts, rolled oats. I put some protein powder in there because, it's like a bit of protein. I used coconut milk, almond milk. And then, because I didn't have any cocoa powder, I used 100% vegan dark chocolates. I just threw that in. And then I just put it in a blender, blended, and popped it in the oven. And oh my God, it's already all disappeared now. I finished
and it was good, huh?
It was good. Because it's like, it's so, everything in there is like natural. It's all plant-based. And when you eat it, it's just like you can taste the hazelnut, which is like, I used to really like Nutella. So I was craving that hazelnut thing. So that's why I wanted to make that hazelnut chocolate cookie. And I just did that. And it was so simple. So like, that's what I did in the end to replace what I was craving. And it worked. Yeah. So here's another tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, time's flying by. So we're on to our final question, and that is, our goal for the Health Formers podcast is, so we want to influence and impact as many people as we can globally to for them to join this plant-based diet movement, so more people can benefit from the feelings that you're feeling now, the more energy and more healthy and happier lifestyle. So tell me, which health heroes can you help invite to join our next Health Formers podcast?
So I actually have one, and I prepared.
Oh, okay.
I have a friend of mine. He has been a vegetarian forever, actually, since he was born. And I think he lived quite healthy. I think it would be a great guy to hear from and listen to. and his name is Alan Oz, and he's the CIT in our company.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I would love to interview him.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Okay. So if you enjoyed listening to our show today, please remember to share it with your loved ones, share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues, and just let them know that they're not alone if they are thinking about starting to be more healthy or going on this plant-based journey, that there is a community out here. You can tell that like Avi joined us today and we're just ordinary people who just became more health conscious, and we're on this plant-based journey and sharing how we're evolving with our health. So you can find the connection and the support here, and we have really cool tips that you can also give it a go and try it as well. So hope you enjoyed this. And then Avi, for you. So we have a sign-off slogan for our guest, and that is you need to say, live healthy, live happy, and then ha ha ha, like laugh out loud in whatever way you want to do it.
Live healthy, live happy.
Thank you. Live healthy, live happy. Woohoo! Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Hello? Can you hear me? Yes, I can. I'm playing around with the new setting. It's so annoying. Welcome.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
Your intro. The chubby child of a son of two bakers who won the battle or bottle? You said bottle.
Did you like it?
Simple. It's so simple. I'm scared my voice might crack because it does it sometimes. I even close all my windows so the birds won't be chirping and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm alone here. There's no birds. It's like the 30th floor.
Priming.
Serious, exciting, like the chubby child. You're an excitement, right? Into an excitement, winning the battle.
Okay, wow. I have to force myself to go outside once a week. Sunbake on my balcony.
You can what?
I can just sunbake on my balcony.
10 hours? Really?
When you can't tell the difference between work and your private life, it means you found your passion. Okay, humble winner. Oh my God, that's a really hard one. How'd you come up with that? No, it's okay, because I'll make you do one for me. A chubby child with a son of two bakers who won the battle against him. Yeah?
Something like that.
And then?
And stay away from poison food.
Have you primed? Do you want to do some priming before we start?
I'll do it with you. Yeah.
Well, I keep getting distracted. Oh God, dig deeper and deeper.
Oh, okay.
I'm still playing with it because there's the bloopers, at the beginning and the end.
I am ready.
You are ready?
Okay.
It's too early for me.
Okay, got it.
That we're just normal human beings to inspire more people to go, hey, it's not that intimidating, just give it a go.
Great.
Okay, let's get rocking. My bum has just crushed all the beans.
Your butt.
Yeah.
Mashed it.
Yeah. It's too big. Ready?
That's what she said.
Oh my god. Okay. How's my hair? How's your hair? Yeah? All good?
Yeah, all good.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
What? Am
okay,
I
we're
doing
starting.
something wrong?
No. I have to get started. Okay. Ready? Welcome!
Yes!
No, you just made me do a blooper. Ready? Take two.
Yes.
Podcast!
Yes!
Avi Ohana. Oh shit. How do I say it?
Avi Ohana.
I did say it right. And now it's on like the official released one. Take 3. 3.
How did we do?
I think we went pretty well. Practical tips. Just so simple. Like, I forgot about that. My brain was a bit slow though. So I had a brain freeze. That's why I was just like, I don't know what to... like, shit, it's not working yet. But then it warmed up in the second question.
Okay.
From Chinese to English. So because of what's going on now...
You speak Chinese?
Yeah. I'm from Taiwan. Taiwanese is the local dialect, which I also speak.
That's pretty cool.
Because of the situation, I don't have an experience either, so I don't know. So what's the rest of your Sunday like?
It's almost over. It's 6 p.m. I'm gonna chill. I went to run in the park, Central Park.
I might go have a nap.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
I was going to say something. Yeah, I can't remember. I remember now. And so I know how you feel being in the hot seat. It'll be so cute for a 6-year-old going, hey, Mom, can I have some fruit juice? I don't want meat because it's an animal and we shouldn't be eating animals. It was the kid telling the parent that. Send me the fat photo of you.
Sounds good.